From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the Greens are likely to face criticism over the handling of its latest scandal. Green MP Darlene Tana has been stood down after allegations of migrant exploitation at eCycles NZ, a business owned by her husband. The party found out about the issue on February the 1st, but Tana was only stood down yesterday. Political scientist Lara Greaves says that's likely to be a talking point.
One of the criticisms I've seen of the Greens is that they are letting speculation fill the vacuum when they're not necessarily forthcoming with details, and that can be kind of an awkward place to be in.
Auckland detectives want the public's help to identify the woman whose body was found in a bag in the ocean early this week. A homicide investigation's underway after a fisherman found the body of an Asian woman in Gulf Harbour on Tuesday. Police say she's middle-aged, small in stature, around 160 centimetres and most likely Chinese. Acting Detective Inspector Tim Williams says the investigation is complex.
Someone must be missing their sister, their mother or their grandma, or someone will have a neighbour that they haven't seen for a few days.
A major IT problem caused shutdowns for McDonald's stores around New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Sweden and Japan last night. The issue meant the fast food giant couldn't take orders electronically and many had to revert to pen and paper. The issue was resolved for most stores by around 10 p.m. last night. A survey's revealed what Kiwis want the government to focus on this year. The Horizon Research poll found 66% listed improving the health system as the biggest issue. It was followed by affordable housing and reducing crime. Horizon Research Principal Graham Coleman says certain age groups had different priorities.
The younger age groups, their top priority is to deal with rising food prices. So it's 69% of those aged 35 to 54.
And that's news. I'm Donna Marie Lever. To sport. More reason to smile for Hurricanes coach Clark Laidlaw. The Super Rugby Pacific table toppers have scored a late try to wrap up a 14-10 win over the still winless Crusaders in Christchurch. Laidlaw says it was a hard-fought victory.
It almost felt like a playoff game with the conditions. Felt like a middle of winter, not autumn. So, bloody proud of the group to find a way. We knew it was going to be tough and panned out that way. We had to dig deep and, happy to get the win, I guess.
Meanwhile, Moana Pacifica have beaten the Western Force 22-14 in Perth, and the Reds have thumped the Rebels 53-26 in Melbourne. Warriors hooker Wade Egan's injured elbow has seen him ruled out of tonight's NRL clash with the Storm in Melbourne. Backup dummy half Freddie Lussick has been named to start. In last night's matches, Penrith claimed a 26-18 win over Parramatta, while the Sharks were 25-6 winners victory over the Bulldogs. And that's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.